Hey, 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 what is going on, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Can you give me a one in the chat box if you can hear me right now?
Do
All
like a
right,
big mic test for everyone. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
tons of ones coming in. Crazy. It's like a one frenzy. This is great.
Hi Marshall. Oh, cool to see everyone here.
Excellent. And it's so funny because so many of the people that I see here in the chat box are already in our Facebook group, which is pretty cool. So
That is
thanks for
very
coming
cool.
today, guys. We thought we were gonna start out here for 5 minutes and kind of, ask you guys first, like, where are you guys coming from? What I see, we have somebody coming in from South
South
Africa.
Africa.
Very cool. So, Jal, why don't you go ahead and share your screen just to keep the sh screen there.
Did you nearly
Okay,
say
see
a
my
swear
screen.
word?
Let me go ahead and make sure I can give you access to that.
Wow, we've got people from everywhere here, Shane.
That's awesome.
There's like UK. What's Cincy? Where is that?
Germany, UK.
Germany. Very cool, very cool. Oh, Alabama. Aussie! We've got an Aussie. Hi, Judith. I'll try and keep the giggles to a minimum. You I'm not going to be talking very much today. I'll be in the chat because these guys have prepared an incredible presentation. I am so pumped. They have hardly slept because they've been so excited about getting this together for me.
Seriously, my brain just hurts. I've been staying up so late every night. It's been like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I've been going to sleep. So it looks like we got Germany, Dublin, good giggles, somebody said, Toronto, Alabama, Texas. Hey, if you're coming in from Texas right now, make sure you stay safe. There's a big
Oh, nice.
hurricane coming. I actually live in Texas as well, so I've been stocking up on all the bread and eggs and beer. Juice.
The essentials, the essentials.
Great. So New Orleans. Um, Brian said hi, Shane. Great, excellent. So we'll
No,
be
you're
going
supposed to
ahead
say
and
hello back. He said hi. You're supposed to say hello.
hello, hello. Oh man, Miami, very cool. I bet the weather's beautiful out there right now. Um, Excellent. We'll
Probably
be
nicer
starting
than in
here.
Texas expecting a hurricane.
Yeah, right. Oh goodness, Texas is going to be crazy. I can see the skies getting a little dark already. So we'll make sure we stay safe out here. So we'll be going ahead and starting here in 2 minutes. Make sure that everybody closes their Facebooks and Skypes and Tinder or whatever you got going on and focuses today. Because we made sure to put up a lot of time to make sure that we're going to cover a lot of things of how to use this tool the most effectively so you guys can actually get some more rankings, get some more traffic, get some more profit with these. So we're really excited about this. It's so unique in the market, it requires a little extra training. So,
Cool, cool, cool.
and we're definitely blessed to have Cindy here. What?
Oh. I just I just woke up because what is it now? It's 8:30 in the morning, and because we've been doing launch stuff, we work ridiculously. You work just we work from home, so basically you just kind of work whenever. And I've got my family and stuff, so we've been doing all the kids stuff until like 9 o'clock at night. My son goes to bed, and then I get the laptop out and work until like 2 or 3 in the morning, and it's been crazy fun. But it's 8:30 now, and I'm awake.
And the cool thing too, everyone, because I see a couple people coming in here asking if there's going to be a replay. We're absolutely going to have a replay, and
Totally.
I'm actually going to edit it, make sure it's good, and then we'll eventually put it in the training section. I'll even place it in the Facebook group so everybody has it there as well.
Dave Rapchuck's here. Hey, dude. Good to see you. Oh my God, I haven't spoken to that boy for a while.
That's awesome. All right, guys, we're going to be starting right now. Ajal, good buddy, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you. Hey, so what's up, guys? Let me know if you can see my screen all fine. Drop a one in the chat box if it is all fine for you. Just a confirmation before I go ahead and get started. Okay, one, yeah.
Great. It looks like a ton of people can see your screen right now. Fantastic.
Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna close this for a second and let's get started.
Oh, can I, before you
And
jump in, before
sure,
you
sure,
dive in, sorry to interrupt, I just want to say to
no
everyone
problem.
that's on the line, we've got so many ones in here, we've got so many people in here. Make sure you don't leave the room because we're actually limited to a number of seats and we have a lot of people registered and not enough seats. So if you're in here, that's awesome, stay in or you might get lost. Sorry, you can carry on now. I just want to make sure that people don't get upset with us.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Cool, cool. All right.
Okay, so what's up, people? I hope that by this time you have already started using ChromeEngage. And in this Q&A and live training webinar, I'm literally going to walk you through everything and clear out all of your misconceptions and all of your queries. So let's dive in. Let me just log into my ChromeEngage account. And I'm going to show you behind the scenes of one of our own extension that ranks currently #1 on Google for its own name and a couple other keywords as well. So it's called Design, and it's basically an image editing suite. It's basically a script that we bought on Envato, and I'm actually going to show you in this training that how you can create and set up a similar lead magnet to maximize how you use ChromeEngage and get more leads out of ChromeEngage. Okay, and so let me just go ahead and show you how I have got this app all set up and going. And so I'm gonna edit this and take you behind the scenes. So just giving you a quick overview about everything. And so the campaign name basically is the campaign name that only you see. Your extension name comes in as the extension name that goes up on the Google Chrome Store. Comes up on your browser, and it's also in the user's browser section as well, right? And then comes the short name. You really don't have to care about the short name. You can just put it whatever it is. And then comes the description, which is one of the very important factors that helps you rank your extension. And Google has a limit of, I guess, about 136 characters on the description. And so you have to describe what your extension is doing, and as well as you kind of can create a backlink out of this description as well, which helps you get a better edge rank on your website. And then comes the version number. Now this basically is also for your internal reference, but then again, if you would like to kind of update anything later on, this comes into play as well. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Then comes the URL you want the user to redirect to when they click on your extension. And then we have some sweet icons that people see on different places. For example, the Chrome bar right here, and then on the back end, and then in the Chrome Web Store as well. And if you'd like a cool source of, if you'd like me to show you a cool source of a place that could give you cool professional looking icons, give me a 1 in the chat box and I'm going to reveal my secret place where I get all these cool looking icons from, so your extension looks kind of
yeah.
professionally.
Show us. I'm pumped. I want to see what this is. We have so many ones coming in right now, it's insane.
I am
Might
so
crack our
always
system,
up for new
guys.
graphics.
So the website is flaticon.com. Now this website has a lot of free vector icons as well. I'm basically a premium user here because I loved it too much that I bought a premium membership. but it literally has a database of, like it says, 500,000 vector icons. And so you can, choose whatever you like, depending on the niche of your extension. And this will help you present your extension in a professional manner. Now, coming back to ChromeEngage, so we basically, I just did a quick recap of everything that kind of, gives the look and feel to your extension. Now I'm going to cover the Firebase. So basically, a lot of people were kind of making a small mistake of not being able to identify the difference between the legacy server key and the main server key. So what we need to add in ChromeEngage is a legacy server key, and I'm going to show you just what exactly that is. I'm going to go in one of my own projects, and when you come over to project settings and then go on to cloud messaging tab, you see a server key, which is basically the main server key of Firebase. Then comes the legacy server key, and then the sender ID. So some of the people were kind of copying the server key instead of the legacy server key and pasting that, and so they were having issues on while sending push notifications. So I kind of wanted to highlight this, and just wanted to make sure that in the future our users don't make that mistake. And so the legacy server key is the second one, the smaller server key. Just copy that, you come over here, you paste it on your Firebase server key settings in ChromeEngage, then you copy your sender ID and you paste that in here, and then once you're done, you just basically hit the save button or the update button, and you can also the auto close notification option is basically an option that allows you to define if you would like to close the push notifications that you send out to close in about 5 seconds if it is not being noticed by the user. If you don't check this box, what this does is that it kind of permanently embeds the push notification until it's kind of seen by the user and either clicked on or either closed by them. So this is pretty much how the internal settings from ChromeEngage work. And now, once you're done from here, you just kind of save your extension or update if you are doing updating the old one, and that will take you to the campaigns page where all the magic happens. Right. So now the interesting stuff, the lead capturing stuff mainly. The opt-in form. Okay, so after you have kind of created your extension, you want to make sure that you have your opt-in form activated if you would like to capture email leads. Okay, and then you can define your autoresponder. If you don't see your autoresponder here, you just can simply put in your own HTML code from any autoresponder service, and you can display that and make all kinds of edits to your opt-in form. Once you're satisfied, you just save this, and then it's already on the back end for you, and it will start working for you hands-free and getting you leads. Okay. Now another thing I would like to cover here are the stats. Now like I showed you, the widget is basically let me just head back and kind of make it clear. So this here is the widget. Now this widget is basically a call to action kind of widget that allows you to display a call to action on your own website to get people installing your extensions. And so it's very handy if you have a blog with good amount of traffic and you would like to kind of keep bringing your visitors back to your blog. Like, let's say you want to keep them posted with new blog posts via push notifications. This is a good way to do that. You just simply get them to sign up for your extension, and then yeah, you can simply keep on sending them push notifications. And once you have set it up the widget, the stats are basically going to show you the amount of times the widget has been displayed to the people who have came over on your website or on your particular pages, and the amount of time the people have kind of what do you call it, like clicked on your widget and went on to the installation page. Now this opt-in display is the amount of time people have kind of seen your opt-in offer that comes up after you have activated the extension. So this is, in other words, this is also the number of people who have activated your extensions. And now let's go to the interesting stuff, that is ranking. Now let me just do a quick Google search for you and show you that our extension ranks #1 for this keyword design. And when you are ranking your extensions, you want to keep in mind that you want to ideally go for low competition keywords, or you want to go for something that's kind of long tail, right? Like about 2 or maybe 3 keywords. We had a user who ranked an extension on the keywords free targeted traffic, and it stood on the first page of Google for like maybe 3-4 hours, and that gave him a huge boost. He's currently, I guess, on the second page for that same query right now, yeah, here he is. And so this kind of has 2.7 million results, and so second page ranking for a keyword this competitive is very cool. And so he was ranked #1 for 4-5 hours, which also gave him a pretty hefty boost, right? So when picking your keywords, you want to ideally go for something that's either long tail and has low competition, or you want to go for a short tail keyword that also has low competition, right? And so another hack that I would like to show you that you could kind of use to rank your extensions for multiple keywords is the fact that you could kind of keep changing the name of your extension, right? Now design, it was formerly named as Easy Design Suite. Now see, as I search for Easy Design Suite on Google, it comes up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? The extension called design, even though the keyword does not relate in any manner, comes up on #5 on page 1 of Google. And look at this. Look at the amount of results. 8.4 million results, and we are ranked #5 on page #1 of Google. So that's how you can aim for you can kind of aim have an aim of ranking your extension for multiple keywords. And what you can do is that you can just kind of keep changing the name of your extension with a delay of maybe, let's say, a week. And what that does is that it kind of gives you rankings for your other keywords as well. And design has been a name for over a month now, and as you can see, it is still ranked for its previous name, right? So that's pretty cool. And the interesting thing is that it is ranking design on top of almost 8.4 million other results, right? Which is like pretty insane. If you have even a little knowledge of SEO, you will know how hard it is to rank even on a 8.4 million search results. And I'm pretty sure that Shane has a lot of knowledge on SEO. And Shane, kind of enlighten our users about how hard SEO is.
So let me ask you guys this real quick. Hopefully you guys can hear me. How many of you guys, give me a 1, are doing SEO currently? Give me a 1 if you guys are doing SEO currently. So it looks like Dave, Rob, David. Wow, that's a lot of ones. Well, I'll tell you this. My company, my other company, we've created a lot of backlink tools and indexers and have the top on the market, and we have for the last 6 years. We have over 60,000 customers. And we've been in the SEO industry for quite a long time. And I literally can't tell you how hard it is, coming from experience, to actually rank something. Usually, when somebody's saying they're ranking something this fast, I'm like, okay, how black hat is this that you're talking about? You got to be doing something dirty that Google hates. Well, when I saw this, I couldn't really believe my eyes, because from what I understand, it's completely white hat. It's Google, and as Cindy says, the lovely Cindy, Google loves Google. So, the fact that nobody else was utilizing this, it's just so unique. So, yeah, I'm a big proponent of this, and I plan to add it to literally every single site that I have.
Ha. So you have learned from the SEO master how hard it is to rank. And so I'm going to carry on with my presentation right here. So now comes the hard part. Not really a hard part, but, kind of the Google's part. So you most probably, all of you who are using ChromeEngage, have already got their extensions up on Google's developer store. And so in this part of the presentation, I'm going to show you how you can kind of get the most out of your extensions, right? So as you can see, I'm on design right here. We have the version 4.0 running with over about 360 users. I'm going to go ahead and kind of edit this and show you the inside of it, okay? So let's say that you would like to change maybe the name of your extension, right? You want to change the name of your extension, you want to change the icons of your extension, but as you can see, Google does not allow you to do that. So how do you do that? Simple. You just come over back to ChromeEngage, you go to your extension, you edit the name and icons and all that details that you would like. You kind of hit the save button, and once you have saved, ChromeEngage will kind of take you back, and it will have this activate push notification button. You will need to activate the push notifications and then download the new version, and make sure that you change the version number from inside the ChromeEngage app as well. And that's how you could, kind of upload a new version for this with a new name, new icon, and maybe a new identity. And now comes the detailed description parts, okay? Now this part is basically where you have to sell your extension to the person who is currently viewing it, okay? Now if you don't make it compelling, then chances are that your extension will not be getting the exposure you were expecting it to get, okay? So make sure your description is good enough to sell users what your extension is all about and how could they benefit from it, okay? The only thing your user cares about is their self, okay? They don't care about how good your extension is, they don't care about how good you are. What they care about is what's the benefit of them installing this extension, okay? And when they install design, they basically get access to let me show you a graphic designing app that basically kind of is an image editor, and so people can edit their images and all that for free. So that's an advantage for the users, and they kind of love it. And so the number of installs is increasingly high on this extension of ours when compared to the others. And in just a few minutes, I'm also going to show you how you could have a similar extension that maybe is like design or like another of our extensions, and how you could utilize that to get the most out of ChromeEngage. Right, so once you're done with your description, you come over and you come over down to screenshots, okay? Now screenshots are just consider them as the second main selling point of your extension. Okay, if I could show you from the front.
That's such a good point because, if somebody is landing on your extension, they're going to say, okay, what's in it for me? Because everybody's skeptical, right? So if you got something that has no images, they're going to be like, next, you know?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
as you see,
it's going back to your Tinder example.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
just swipe left. Yeah.
Exactly. It's all about optimizing Tinder. It's all about design and copy, right?
Yes.
Just kidding. Go ahead, keep going, Ajal.
okay. When you see these screenshots that I have uploaded right here, as you can see, they are displayed on the main front page of the extension, and here comes the description. Now, of course, these screenshots look compelling to me, but they don't really give me an idea of what this app itself is doing. So I go ahead and read the description, and then I get to know, okay, so this is a graphics creator and all that. And if it sounds something that I would be using, I'm going to hit the install button, and I'm going to install this extension and get subscribed to your push notifications and even your email opt-in form. Okay, but so make sure that your screenshots are compelling and they sell your extension. Okay, and the plus point that you could have is you could add a YouTube video that's like, it could be like, a gold over all of this. Okay, and so it could kind of gold coat your extension because what you could describe in a video, your screenshots or your words can't describe that. Okay, so make sure that if you can, you use a video as well. Now, a little bit of pain is that Google does not allow you to upload screenshots that are even an inch or maybe a pixel bigger than the size that is defined here. So that's a pain to kind of resize this. So make sure you add a 1280 by 800 screenshot right here. It will be a pain, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it.
Do you have
And
any
then
suggestions on where somebody can go and get that done?
Yeah, I guess Cindy told me about a site. Cindy, do you remember that?
Oh, I don't remember the name of it.
You
We
can
do
drop it in
have
the
the link.
Facebook group after. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I'll find it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Somebody
So
said
next
PicMoney, Canva, and Pic Resizer. So there we go, guys. So there's 3 of them: PicMonkey, Canva, and Pic Resizer. So go ahead and keep going, Ajal. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. And so comes the promotional tile images. Okay, now what these images basically are, these are the images that get displayed when Google decides to promote your extension. Okay, let me just preview these. And so as you can see, this is the kind of main header. Let me just show you. If Google picks your extension to be featured on its Chrome Web Store, it's going to be displaying that banner right here. And I'm not sure why the images are broken. I'm going to see that in a while, but anyway, I'm going to continue. And so as you can see, these are the featured images, banners. And hey, would you like me to provide you with templates, good-looking templates, PSD, Photoshop templates of these? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you'd like me to do so. And I'm gonna, as soon as this webinar ends, I'm gonna email that to you.
Awesome. Sweet.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, so make sure your promotional tiles are there as well. Okay, and then some other stuff like not so important stuff that does not count, your websites and your category of, but category counts, right? So make sure that you select the proper category according to your extension, and that will help you get the most out of your most relevantly, and then select your language, which should be English, but if you are from some place else and want to go in your local language, then you can even select that. That does not matters. And once you are all done, you can just simply publish these changes and push them live. It goes about live in about an hour. That's, I guess, how much time it takes to propagate that throughout. Now the main stuff, okay? So I want you to literally close everything you are doing except for watching this webinar, because I'm going to show you how you could monetize ChromeEngage like we did with design, right? And this is the super exciting part of this entire presentation. So you literally want to, concentrate on this webinar entirely, okay? So design, basically, if you kind of see this, design is basically not design, okay? It's a Code Canyon script called Pixie, and it's an image editor that I bought for like maybe, I guess, 25 bucks. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to show you that. Just give it a second to load. And as you can see, I bought this for 25 bucks, okay? Now, in return of, kind of offering this as my own Chrome extension, I have got about 350 plus push notification subscribers. I have got over 100 email subscribers, and I have already made 3 times the amount of what I have invested. Literally over, I guess I have literally made over $100 in commissions by
You did that
promoting
just with
affiliate
one
offers to this.
Yeah, you did one push notification and you made it all back.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
so I have compiled a list of 12 scripts that are similar to Pixie, and we are giving that away for free to all of you who stay till the end of the webinar. So make sure you stay till the end, and we're going to give that to you. And so it is kind of pretty amazing. Let me just show you that as well, if I could kind of fetch that. Right, so here's basically the list I just created. Okay, now these are pretty sick, about 12 scripts that you could use. So the number one is a text spinner. Now there is a lot of demand of people who would like to be using text spinners, right? So you could just basically simply kind of buy this and then put it up on your own website, then create an extension for this, and I'm telling you, this would literally, you could even charge a pricing for this stuff, like for real. If I go around here, you can see that I could even charge for my extensions, right? And so I will have to, I guess, sign up for a Google Wallet account, maybe. I'm not really sure about that, but you can even offer these as paid extensions and directly make money from here. So that's like kind of another plus point. And then we have another extension that could literally go very viral, and it is the When Will You Die script. And it basically kind of based on a couple of quiz questions, calculates on your death time. And of course it's not appropriate, but it's kind of something that could literally go very, very viral, and kind of bring you a whole lot of huge user base. Then the next thing we are giving away is the minifier, which you can buy on Code Canyon, and that minifier basically kind of minifies code of websites, right? The CSS, JavaScript, and HTML code. Now, if you are like in kind of if you have any kind of technical knowledge, you will know that to improve your website speed, you need to minify the scripts that your website is running. And so this is a really great tool for anyone looking to speed up their websites, and you can offer this as your own Chrome extension and get installs for that. Then we have Instagram multiple photo and video downloaders. So this basically is a is a app that allows you to download videos and photos off of Instagram in bulk. And from my perspective, there are a lot of people who are willing to download stuff from Instagram and have a real hard time. And so you could kind of basically give this as your extension and allow people to download Instagram photos and videos, and at the same time get them subscribing to your push notifications and lead magnets. And so we have, kind of a whole lot of more that you could utilize, and we'll be giving that entire list after this webinar ends. Shane's gonna drop a link in the chat box, I guess.
Yes, sir.
And so another thing is that.
Oh, could I just interrupt for 2 seconds, if you
Sure,
wouldn't
please.
mind? No, I'm just thinking here, some people might be thinking it's software, that sounds really scary. Doesn't that mean I need to install it and set it up and everything? And you can actually pay someone $5 on Fiverr to just get it installed. So you can buy one of these scripts. You can give them login details for your hosting. You don't even have to install these things. So it's actually really, it's something that literally anyone can do.
I swear, Fiverr is like a godsend.
Oh, it's amazing.
It helps me
There's
so
always
much.
someone you can pay for $5 to do something you don't want to need to know.
I love it. Uh, So we see so many different questions coming in currently, and I just want to make sure that I'm taking note of all these, and we're going to address all these during the Q&A. So if we miss anyone, don't worry. We're going to keep going, so would y'all keep going here, and we'll make sure that everyone gets answered.
Yeah, I just need kind of 5 more minutes to complete this demonstration, and then we can go on with the question and answers. So basically, once you are done with all of your extensions, you could kind of monetize your extension by sending push notifications from your ChromeEngage account, right? And you most probably would have seen that case study video where I sent a push notification to the design user base, and we went on to do maybe 5 or 6 sales. I don't remember properly, but it was something around those numbers, and this was literally cold traffic. So it pretty much surprised me that it is this powerful, and I could even make money off these push notifications. So I'm basically not really limited to the traffic, but these leads are literally very valuable, and they are actually willing to spend money as well on offers that are related to them. And I'm just gonna demonstrate to you quickly how these push notifications look like. Okay, so I'm gonna send a simple message, and it's gonna pop up for me right here because I have this extension installed right here. And so maybe something random. And let me just kind of quickly fetch my design link. So what I'm basically asking them in this push notification is to give us a 5-star rating if they enjoy using design. And I'm gonna send this notification, and as you can see, you see how quick that was, right? And this is on auto close. The auto close option is disabled, so as you can see, it's not going anywhere until I either close this or click on it. And so you have a guarantee that your users will be acknowledging these notifications, and that they will not be disappearing out of the blue. And you can then get them calling to actions and all that, and do whatever you want to do. And I guess that this is like literally very powerful, and it could have a whole lot of more applications as well. And so the sky is the limit, literally, with ChromeEngage.
Beautiful. So
Shane?
let me ask you a question. With the rise of email marketing, it's been huge for so many years. And I know push notifications have been around for a while. But how would you say that push notifications compare when sending out stuff to your email marketing that you're using with these users?
Right. So we ran a split test where we sent 200 email leads an email and 200 push notification leads a push notification. And all 200 of those push notifications got delivered, while only 180 something emails got delivered. So 100% delivery rate. Then we have the click-through rate, right? So with emails, you basically have to kind of get them to open your email first, right? Which usually decreases the click-through rate by a whole lot of. If you are literally the best at email marketing and you have a good responsive list, you can get 15% opens at maximum. Literally, that's like a challenge from my side, that you literally can't get any better opens than that if you are a frequent mailer to your list, okay, and you actually provide quality and all that. And so 15% opens out of 200, or maybe like 20, not more than 25. And so here we have on the email side, we have only 25 people opening your email and acknowledging it, while on the other side, on the push notification side, we have all 200 of them acknowledging it. And the click-through rate, you would be literally surprised. We had about 45% click-through rate on the push notifications, while on the other hand, the email, out of the people who opened the email, only 32% people clicked the link. So I think that the weight for push notifications is a whole lot of higher as compared to email leads and subscribers. And I think that push notifications are more valuable than email leads.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Great answer, man. I see so many different questions coming in here, and I definitely want to address them all. Is there anything left that you have to present before we do Q&A?
No, I'm all done. We should get started.
All right. So to make this a little bit easier, if there was any questions that were asked a little bit earlier, I have a few that we're going to go through now that I can see like right in front of me. But do feel free to post those questions again so we can kind of easily get to them. So one of them I saw, I'm going to quote here. I noticed when I published my Chrome extension, the dashboard said I had published 1 out of 20 extensions. Does the Chrome Web Store limit us to just 20 extensions per account?
Right, so I'm going to answer that. Yes, Chrome Extension Store limits you and allows you only to add 20 extensions, and that was also clearly mentioned on our sales page too.
Actually, can I just jump in here? I was doing a little bit of research. Sorry to like disprove you. I was researching, and they said that if you have high review rates and lots of people happy with your 20, they said that you can submit to apply for more. So you can actually get more on one account.
What? Cindy coming in for the win. You rock.
Yeah, there's a special link that you can go to and apply to have extra ones.
Beautiful, beautiful. So let's go ahead. We'll get to the next one. I just wanted to say one thing. Anthony said, so fast, your push to design popped up immediately on my browser. Now, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, something else that I saw here that I thought would be good to address is, give me 2 seconds, I lost it here. Where did it go?
While you're doing that, I did mention that link over in the Facebook group. So if everyone here, if you guys aren't in the Facebook group, make sure that you get over to the Facebook group, because we've got a lot of stuff going on there. Share what you're doing, and let's just really max out the profitability of these things.
Yes, yes. Now, Rose said, is there a way to remove or change the extra letters that get added on the end of the Chrome extension link?
No, you cannot, rename or do anything with Chrome with your extension URL that Chrome Store provides you.
Okay, great. And then here's one. What about paying someone to build a script based on an idea we may have? What language are your apps that you show? Do you have plans to do some advanced training on extended app support?
So basically, that does not even matters on whatever language we code. We usually use PHP Laravel, but if you could kind of literally code in any language, you just have to simply put a URL redirect in ChromeEngage, and that does the jobs.
Beautiful. Um, Does a computer that has an extension installed have to be on for the push notifications to show up, or will the push notifications show up at a later time when the computer is turned on or later?
So basically, the push notifications are only enabled in Chrome, and if your user's Chrome browser is not open at the moment you send the push notification, that does not matter. The push notification will 100% get delivered whenever he reopens his browser. Okay, so that's nothing to worry about. Your push notification will 100% get delivered.
Beautiful. Now Thomas says, I'm taking so many notes and writing so fast. The high points are great. It's going to be tickling the memory bank. So what's cool is we'll have a replay so you can kind of go back and use that as reference. Or can I add a clickable link to a flipbook URL? I think that was in reference to another question. I do apologize. What is the difference between this and Pro Pro version, I believe?
Right. So with the basic version, you basically are a little bit limited, not a whole lot of limited, but just a little bit of limitations, like in the widget and in the opt-in form, and then a little bit of a ChromeEngage labeling in your push notifications that you send. Apart of that, everything is similar.
Beautiful. Now here's a question here. When choosing regions for a local business site, should we select only that country, or I'm sorry, only that country, or keep all regions added traffic boost ranking? So I believe
Yeah, you basically want to select all regions because, like you said, you can get an edge rank on because of all the other region traffic coming to you as well, and then of course the locals would kind of approach you, and so what I would recommend is that you go with all regions and not just that region alone.
Beautiful. Now somebody
I'm
said.
just posting, yeah, I was mentioning the Facebook group before, and I've just posted that Facebook group link into the chat. So hopefully everyone can see that.
Awesome, awesome. You rock, Cindy.
Woohoo!
Um, exactly. Um, so somebody said, can we use this for our ClickFunnels? So,
um Not sure how you basically mean to use on ClickFunnels, but if you mean that the widget, yeah, it could be displayed anywhere. You could display a script code on.
beautiful. Now somebody said, can we build these for clients? Absolutely. And something cool that Ajal and myself were talking about literally at like 3, 4 a.m. last night. I was half awake, but I was determined. And one of the things that we used to do in the SEO world is rank something for somebody's business and then go to them and say, hey, look, we're ranking for your business. And basically, you could do the same thing for Chrome extensions. You could rank something, for those keywords, and then basically sell them on that, and basically add all of their stuff within that. So as far as like a pricing option, what do you think would be a fair price, Ajal?
Of course, you are ranking on first page most probably, but depending on your rankings, the price should range from anywhere from like $500 to over 1,500, maybe even $5,000, depending on how high search query are you ranking for. Okay.
Beautiful. And you could even offer them for like $100, $200, and then just start doing it over and over and over for multiple businesses, or have a recurring price just to manage it.
That's even better.
Yeah. Let's see. Can we legally have multiple Chrome Store accounts?
Yeah, Google Chrome, Google basically itself does not have any issue with however many accounts you create on them, so they don't really care about that.
Yeah,
I've purchased.
someone was saying that they might run into trouble using the same credit card on multiple accounts. And apparently that's not an issue either. So if you want to have multiple accounts, I don't think they have anything in terms of service that says that you can't have multiple accounts, but just be careful, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. So it says I purchased Chrome Advantage. I love it. That was probably one of my favorites, which provides unlimited extensions. If the Chrome store only allows 20 extensions per account, how easy, difficult is it to create multiple accounts? Sorry, we just covered that. So somebody was asking if this would work for e-com. I would say this would be amazing for e-com. And if there's any
Absolutely.
e-com people in here right now, give me a 1. How many of you guys right now are doing e-com? Give me a 1. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy cow, I can't even keep up with them all.
That's a whole lot
Okay,
of
great. Yeah, so what I would love to do, because at the end of the day, guys, we want to build a community with this where we can all learn from each other and succeed to really just dominate with this, together. And that's why I think the Facebook group is just such an awesome idea, is because let's say that you're running an e-com store and you build out one of these and you start using this for your e-com store and you notice you get a ton more sales. Definitely let everybody know, and maybe we can stir those ideas together so everybody can succeed. So I think that's what's so cool about that Facebook group. So
Yeah, we've had some people just messaging and saying no one's accepted me into the Facebook group yet. We're not over there yet. So once we finish this, we'll wrap it up and then we'll go over there. We've literally just shut everything down so that we can focus everything on you guys. So after we're done here, we'll go on a preview and welcome you into the group.
beautiful. Can you explain the reseller version and how we are to use and market?
Cindy, I guess, could be able to do a better job on that.
Okay. Just wait. Can you ask the question again? Because I was reading a different question.
Of course. So I'll do it in my nice serenade voice. Can you explain the reseller version and how we can use it to market?
Beautiful. All right. The reseller version. Reseller version lets you create actual accounts for different clients. So you can sell the product and then add in their name and email, and it will create their own ChromeEngage account. So you can, instead of doing it for people as clients, like where you have to go and create the extension, you can create an extension. You can let them create their own extensions. So that's the benefit there. They get their own login. They get their own their own control.
That's
much.
beautiful.
You can charge anything you want.
And what's cool is you could literally get a bunch of users on your Chrome extension and then send out a push notification and say, hey, would you like to have a Chrome extension like mine?
Haha, I love it.
SEO strategy that you explained at the beginning, can you please repeat that?
SEO strategy.
So,
are you talking about like the long tail keywords and possibly how you can get more traffic and rank by...
I think it might be best if they just go over the replay.
Replay, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, that would be good.
There's a question here about how do you put it on your WordPress site. Did you want to address that? Or?
Please go ahead.
Yeah, because we've got a WordPress plugin actually just in the downloads. If you have a look on the left-hand side menu, there's a little WordPress
on the screen
logo.
as well.
Oh, yep, that's excellent. So in your members area, you create your extension, and then over there, yep, beautiful. you'll see the little WordPress plugin. Click on that and it will download the plugin, and then you just install it. So you just upload it, and then you get the widget code from that extension that you built, and then you put it on there, and you're good to go.
Cindy for the win once again. Is there a place to put a backlink from Chrome extension back to a client's website for SEO purposes?
So basically, ChromeEngage, you could, kind of put that link in the description, but in ChromeEngage, you can only put one URL where the user clicks and is redirected to, and that does not help with SEO at all. The URL you are redirecting the people to, that does not help with SEO at all. So you want the URL you want to backlink to in the descriptions of your extensions.
Beautiful. So here's one. My understanding is that the purpose of an browser extension is to extend the functionality of the browser, providing a design type service. If most ChromeEngage members are creating extensions that simply link to a website for promotional purposes, what's the likelihood that Google will consider this as an abuse?
So basically, Google does not have any terms of conditions that say that you cannot redirect a Chrome extension to your own website. Okay. Now that totally depends on the person who is creating the extension, that how they kind of deliver that. Now as you can see, we are kind of using design to give value to the people who install the extensions, and in the same time we are utilizing them as leads as well. So it's totally up to you how you utilize ChromeEngage, and you just have to make sure that you are giving some value out to the person who is activating your extension as well.
Beautiful. So well said. With great power comes great responsibility.
Anthony here is asking, can you do push notifications, push updates for YouTube channel or playlist or just website? And you can actually send it to any link. So you can send it to, if you want to, you've just released a new article or a new video, or you want people to come to your Facebook group, or you want to, basically anything you can use for this. So any link that you want to send people to.
So cool. So
very cool. I'm excited that there's like people in here that are actually getting it. Sometimes you can come up with this incredible product and then people just can't get their head around it, or can't actually grasp what it is, the actual potential of this. And it's really exciting to see people not just like see the potential, but actually taking action. I'm very excited.
Let's be honest. Let's brag about our users a little bit. These guys are pretty sharp. So,
I know. It's a bit exciting.
So it says, when we set a name for the extension keyworded, do we need to care if we own the .com or not?
Sorry, did not get that. Please repeat.
Basically, I think from what he's saying is, when we create the I'll just read it again. When we set a name for the extension keyworded, do we need to care if we own, I guess, the website or not?
Well, of course, because what are you ranking for if you don't own the website?
Exactly. I picked up so it looks like somebody was asking to basically jump on board with the reseller. Cindy, if you want to drop that link. If possible, if it's still available. Can you push updates for, okay, so we just answered that, sorry. If your extension gets bad reviews, okay, so if your extension gets bad reviews, Google will not rank it very high either. How can we install software from codecanyon.net?
On the review thing, actually, sorry, could we go back to the review thing? Shane was mentioning in the Facebook group the other day, or someone was mentioning, that it would be great, we could review each other's stuff. Like, we've got a great community here of people putting out really cool little extensions. If you've got a good extension, throw it in the Facebook group, and we can get a few people to go and review each other's stuff.
You know, that's so well said because, anytime, like we said with the Shopify store, once we find out what works, because this is so unique to the market, once we find what works, we can all expand around that because, we all have so many different unique ideas. Our minds tick in different ways. So, the same thing goes for how we're building our extensions. And I've seen some pretty cool ones, I have to say. You guys are quite impressive with what you guys have been coming up with from what I've seen. Um, how do we improve our stats after creating a campaign? Sorry, a lot of questions coming in all
We
at
have
once.
so many questions. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. How do we improve our stats after creating a campaign? What are the checks we could do to ensure that we improve our stats?
So if you basically upgrade it to the Chrome Elite offer, it had a lot of checklists done by Cindy and the team, and they did a wonderful job that kind of helps you with that. But overall, what you would like to do is, like I showed you, you want a good description, you want good screenshots, you want good promotional tiles, and preferably you also want a YouTube video right there.
Absolutely. And so somebody also just said, they're getting wary of push notifications because, people are just, kind of spamming them out. And I think that touches back on what we mentioned a little bit earlier about, great power comes great responsibility. If you're just spamming your users, why would they ever want to open your stuff in the first place? So
Exactly.
by, exchanging value and then receiving in profit, I think that's fair, right? There's a cool book all about that talks about the psychology of it. It's called The Go Giver. I love that. You give people value and you get things back. So let's go ahead and keep going here. How many
So,
extensions? Sorry, go ahead.
so there's one question, and the person is asking if they could use ebook as lead magnets. So yeah, you could definitely use ebooks as lead magnets as well. And a few days back, Shane and I, we were brainstorming on that as well. And so ebook can also be a perfect match for your lead magnets. Just you just kind of have to present them better. Okay.
Definitely. You just got to make things look sexy, y'all. That's the key. You
You
want
could
people to
even
say,
use
I
these.
want that.
You could even use these for affiliate promotions, couldn't you? I'm sort of thinking, couldn't you build out one, if there's like a really big one coming up and you want to rank high, kind of like launch jacking.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's
Yeah, like
awesome.
you could build them. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's given that a try.
Justin says hashtag sexy. So, yeah, that's a great idea, actually. A lot of people do that in the press release world, So they'll
Oh
they'll
yeah.
run a press release to get it to rank and do launch jacking. So that's a pretty unique idea. If anybody wants to try that, definitely post it in the group. I'm interested
Yeah,
to
let me
see
know
it.
how that goes.
Is there a Chrome mobile browser? Brian asks.
Yeah, there is a Chrome mobile browser, but let me clear this confusion out. So Chrome Chrome does not allow you to install extensions on the mobile version of it. Okay, so you will only be able to push notifications only on desktop.
I see. Now, Tony brings up a good point. We're speaking as experienced marketers, but what about a total newbie, he says. Um, that's why we put out so much training and, we have the Facebook group is because, by seeing what other people are doing and us putting out the training, we're going to try to make it as easy as possible for you. So, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
So Tony, basically, I'm not sure if you know this, but I just turned 18 about 2 days ago, and so I'm pretty sure that you are very experienced, way more experienced than I am, and I think that experience does not matter. You just have to explore new ways and new new kind of stuff that you could kind of monetize things off, and that's how you create a profitable business.
Beautiful. I can't believe you're 18, man. That's so crazy. Oh, man. Can push notifications have hyperlinks in the text or URL links?
So basically, they are not hyperlinks, but what they are is that the push notification itself is entirely hyperlinked. So whenever you could define the link, and whenever someone clicks on the notification itself, it is itself hyperlinked, and it takes the person who clicks the push notifications to the URL you defined.
Robert says, I had trouble with ChromeEngage conflicting with WordPress widgets, and I have put in a ticket. Is there any known issue that have come up? I love the product and hope not, but I would respect open honesty.
So I'm not really sure about the ticket, as I'm not really on that side of the support desk. But if you have submitted a support ticket, then yeah, our support people will take care of you, man. You don't really need to worry about that. They are technical as well, so they can probably solve any of your issues on WordPress or even on ChromeEngage.
Beautiful. Somebody says, will ChromeEngage ever add SMS texting, deliver text to options if you have their cell phone number at the same time as a push notification? Question mark.
Maybe that's something that we will have to do a lot of research on, as it's not something that we have ever done.
Tell me about the stats, please. There are 3 panels. What are impressions?
So there are basically the number one is let me just kind of show that on my screen as well. I just kind of went through that right now, and I'm gonna go through that again. So when you see stats, so the first one are widget displays, right? So this is the amount of time your widget has been displayed to a user on your website, right? So this is the number of times someone has viewed your widget on your website. And then the widget clicks, of course, out of the users, out of the viewers, how many people clicked on your widget, that's what widget click is. And then the opt-in displays are basically, in other words, you can also call them the amount of installations you have had on your extension. As we could not have possibly kind of tracked the exact number of opt-in a number of installations, as Chrome did not give us the API to do that. So what we instead did is that since your opt-in form is only displayed whenever someone installs that, so this basically is the like approximately is the amount of times your extension has been installed.
Great idea. Beautiful idea. So somebody said, are all extensions free, or can we charge?
So I just showed that too as well. You could kind of basically charge in the Chrome store as well, and if not, and if you'd like to kind of charge yourself and then deliver the extension, you can also do that. So like you deliver let's say a WordPress plugin, you first take the money, then you give them access to a members area, and there they can download the WordPress plugin, for example. You could do similar with a Chrome extension, okay? So you just create an extension, then you download it, you put it on a members area, you charge people and give access to that member area, and then they can go in and download the extension and install it from their developers area in the Google Chrome browser. So there are 2 scenarios of selling extensions. Number one is that you could kind of take advantage of the traffic coming from Google and sell to them, and maybe even send your own traffic to that URL and do that from Google itself. And the other scenario, when you create a item, you can kind of add a pricing in here. So that's the number one scenario. The second scenario is that you could download your extension directly from ChromeEngage and then sell it as a standalone extension.
Beautiful. I had a question. For everybody that's still here, I mean, we still have so many people in this webinar. It's crazy. Out of everybody here, how many WordPress websites do you guys currently have right now? Go and just type the number. How many current WordPress websites do you have? So I see 8. 15, 1, 20, 30 plus, 17,
Holy sh-
about
Whoa.
20, 4, 6, 5, 20, 6, 20, 14,
40.
10, 40,
Whoa.
105. Come on, man. Is this a
Oh,
competition?
yes,
You
right.
trying to show off or what? 2, nothing, 25-ish, 20, 1, 20 plus, 3 multi-site domains, 66 subdomains, still over 1,000
Oh,
domains.
oh.
Goodness. Man, beautiful. Somebody said, do PBNs count? Or I'm sorry, somebody said PBNs don't count. 5 ClickFunnels. Wow. Amazing, guys. I'm losing my breath here trying to name all these. Goodness. That's awesome. So do you guys plan to set up extensions for a lot of your websites? Go ahead and give me a 1 if you guys plan to set up a lot of extensions for your websites here. So I see a lot of ones coming in. Yeah, I can't wait to see the results.
Wow.
Great. That's amazing. And so let me ask you this. So somebody said a big 1. Great. What fields or industries are you guys in? Are you guys in the health niche, just the general niche? You guys have marketing sites? What do you guys have? What kind of sites are these that you guys are building out? Only bought 10 package, but will consider upgrading. Fitness, self-help, online marketing, art and education, cryptocurrency, financial services, health, affiliate, local marketing, marketing, business,
Oh, so many,
SEO,
really. This is great.
SEO tutoring online, consulting, niche specific, entertainment, marketing, SEO, Bitcoin, marketing, holistic brain health, make money. I love it how you added the emoji. How the heck did you do that? News, Amazon, content marketing, digital consulting, mobile marketing, LinkedIn, spirituality. I can't even pronounce it. Yeah,
Spirituality.
YouTube and marketing, still masterminding, online education, traveling. Wow, this is just so cool, guys. I'm loving this right now. Wow. So somebody just asked a question. Can push notifications be automated to be sent out a message after it is posted, like a brief entry in a left-in blog? So I guess like when you make new articles, you can send out automated push notifications, if I believe.
We can't do automation yet, can we? We were
No, we
looking
don't
into it,
have
but
automation.
no.
But yeah, we are currently, kind of trying to do that. No guarantees because, Google is very conservative about what data it gives us. So, we are working on that side, but
At the
we
moment, I
can't,
don't think that
kind of
technology
say.
is available.
I see.
Yeah.
Anthony says he's in internet marketing pyramid schemes. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Really? Really?
I
Oh,
think
man.
he's trolling us.
Somebody said I own onelargepizza.com. How can I use that one for this, I assume? Um, you could send out coupons, right? So if you come by the store or you order online, you can send out coupons. So is there still
Yeah,
audio?
absolutely.
Everybody's getting audio right now. Somebody said Anthony said that he has no audio.
I can hear you.
Okay,
No,
great.
I can hear you. Yep.
Great. Somebody said, what is the future plans for ChromeEngage? Well, the first thing that we need to focus on is making sure that all our customers are happy. That's why we're running the webinar today. Is we need to make sure that you guys know how to use the tool, how to find success with the tool. That's the most important thing right now. Is to make sure that you guys are happy with your purchase. Because we don't want you going anywhere, right? We want you guys to be like, damn, those ChromeEngage guys and gals are awesome, right? Earlier,
And Shane,
did you?
sorry, I don't want to interrupt you here, but someone's asking for the list of extensions. So if you could, kind of copy paste that link here in the
Yeah,
chat
Yep.
box.
Oh, should we do that in the Facebook group?
yeah, I would love to do it in the Facebook group. I
Let's do it in
unfortunately
the
don't have
Facebook group because then we're not going to lose stuff and you can come back to it. Because once we close this, it's actually gone for everybody.
See, that's why we have Cindy. She's the mastermind. She keeps us in check. Thank you
I'm
so much,
just, yeah.
Cindy.
No worries.
Great. Does the extension have to be a script or a software, or can I use ChromeEngage to send push notifications about new posts on my information site? Well, that's the cool thing, Richard, is creativity is what it's all about. You can use this for anything. Whether you're pushing out offers, or whether you're getting people to download because you're offering an ebook like we talked about earlier, or software. So I think this can be leveraged into many different things. Brian said, awesome. Cindy Brains, loving it. Oh, great. I am a
I
computer
feel like a
teacher.
bit zombie-ish. Should I be worried about zombies? Cindy brains.
Oh man. What about in-person networking? Can you explain a little further for that? If a user clears the browser cache, does it switch off their push notification agreement?
Nope, absolutely not.
No.
Boom, we're not going anywhere. I'm just kidding.
They can uninstall it and then they won't get that anymore if they like uninstall.
Yeah,
But so
but
it's not like they're there forever, but yeah,
yep, I
you
can
can still
feel
send
it.
messages.
It hurts every time I get an uninstall. Oh man. So any other questions you guys would like to see? We'll stay for a little bit longer. Still looks like there's a ton of feedback coming in. But make sure to ask those critical questions, because we're actually going to be running a webinar tomorrow as well. And for everybody that's on the call still right now, I would definitely highly suggest you attend that one as well, because we're going to talk all about how to build out like websites and how to get traffic to these things on complete autopilot, how to make things even easier for what we're teaching right now. Somebody said, "Hell yes!" Great,
Yes.
awesome. Um,
Right.
Very nice. Can't wait for tomorrow's webinar. Great, because you know why? I'm going to be probably 99% of tomorrow is going to be presented by myself. So we'll have some people in here maybe
Oh
like
yeah,
Cindy.
I'll pop in. I'll be here and I'll be in questions and stuff. So if you need help in questions, I'll
Oh
do that.
yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna let him take over because he really knows
Hey,
this stuff.
make sure you give me the training wheels, all right? We don't
There
want me
might be
falling off
like
the bike just yet.
there might be a few more questions. If we haven't answered anything, come over to the Facebook group because then we can really dive in there. And there's so much resources in there and everything. You can get whatever you need over in the Facebook group.
Beautiful. Can you post that Facebook group just one more time for any of the new
Can
people that popped
do.
in? Great.
And if you're not seeing it in the comments, oh, whoopsie.
Brian is on the ball with those little emojis. I don't know how the heck you're doing this. You're the best,
Yeah.
Brian.
If for some
Great.
reason you're not seeing this comment either, just post in the group in the questions, and I'll PM you the Facebook group as well.
Okay, great, great. Well, I think seriously, I'm so glad with the response that we've seen today.
Yeah,
It's
you guys are awesome.
yeah, it's not too awesome, too often that you get to sell a product and get this many active users that are just excited. That makes our job easy, because then we get to wake up and feel happy that you guys are happy. That's what it's all about. So we'll keep growing and making this something even bigger than it is right now. And make sure you join that Facebook group and you try to be as responsive as you can. Help out different users, because we know that there's a lot of veterans in here. We got a guy with like 105 websites, right? But we also have complete newbies, and I want to make sure that those newbies have the same success rate. So by the big guys helping the little guys, that just creates an awesome ecosystem for everybody to grow. So I'm really
Absolutely.
excited
I,
about
I
that.
actually think it's always exciting having newbies come in, because if you've been a marketer for a while, you kind of overlook some of these little bits that are obvious to newbies. You end up having like a bit of a fresh perspective to things, and that's why I think it's always good to have the young and the old together.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, is there anything else that you guys want to touch on? So everybody's asking for about the webinar link tomorrow. Let me go ahead and grab that. Give me 2 seconds here.
Oh, good idea. Yes.
Yeah, I have added that to the chat as well.
Excellent. And we can throw that in the Facebook group too.
Okay, great, great. Now,
So much
if
to do with
anybody
that
doesn't
Facebook
already
group.
have Facebook, now you'll have to join just for us.
Just for us.
Here is
It'll be
the
worth it.
registration link for you guys, just in case anybody was missing it. Let me go ahead and post it in here for you. Send to all. Boom. All right. So everybody should have that link. Everybody, there's just so many thank you messages coming in right now. Seriously. I mean, it's already 7:14 p.m. right now, and I'm probably just going to float on a cloud of like confidence for the rest of the evening because you
Just
guys
trying to
got me
float
so buttered up
outside.
here.
You're expecting a Category 4 hurricane or whatever.
Yeah, so that's
Just
one
wait
warning for
inside.
tomorrow, guys, is I'm going to do every precaution possible to make sure that we have an incredible webinar tomorrow, but I have a hurricane, what is it, like a stage 4, stage 3 coming in tomorrow. So, if you hear any winds or extreme rain, just know that, I'm just surviving a hurricane over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. So, all right, guys. Well, we're going to be signing out now. We hope to see you in the Facebook group. I hope everyone has an incredible day, and definitely use this tool for the greatness of good. Right? Start growing your business with this.
All right, and we'll see you in the Facebook group if you've got more questions.
All
Thanks
right,
heaps for
guys.
showing up, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Awesome. Bye-bye.